drama is a style developed by the playwright Arthur Adamov, Eugene Ionesco, Daria Fo, Bertolt Brecht. Answer is Bertolt Brecht. Epic drama is a style developed by Bertolt Brecht. Estrangement effect or the alienation effect was made popular by Brecht and is one of the most significant characteristics of epic theatre. His notable works are The Three-Penny Opera, Life of Galileo, and very famous work, Mother Courage and Her Children. Mother Courage and Her Children is a play written in 1939 and it is considered as the greatest play of the 20th century and also the greatest anti-war play of all time. Mother Courage is one of 9 plays that Brecht wrote in resistance to the rise of fascism and Nazism. Mother Courage is an example of Brecht's concepts of epic theatre, and preferably alienation or estrangement effect is achieved through the use of placards which reveal the events of each scene, juxtaposition, actors changing characters and costumes on the stage, the use of narration, simple props and scenery. For example, a single tree would be used to convey the whole forest, and the stage is usually flooded with bright white light, whether it is a winter's night or a summer's day. Several songs interspersed throughout the play are used to underscore the themes of the play. They also require the audience to think about what the playwright is saying. So this is what are related to epic drama. Hence, epic drama is a style developed by Bertolt Brecht. Who among the following was not a metaphysical poet? Robert Herrick, Andrew Marvell, Richard Crashaw, Oliver Goldsmith. Among these poets, Oliver Goldsmith was not a metaphysical poet. So, who are the metaphysical poets? John Donne, George Herbert, Andrew Marvell, Abraham Cowley, Richard Crashaw, Henry Vaughan, Robert Herrick. These are the names of metaphysical poets. The term metaphysical poets was coined by the critic Samuel Johnson, often called him as a Dr. Johnson. Who was the first American poet to have published a collection of poetry in English? Jupiter Hammond, Anne Bradstreet, Phyllis Whitley, H.W. Longfellow. Answer is Anne Bradstreet. Anne Bradstreet was the first American poet to have published a collection of poetry in English. Anne Bradstreet's The 10th Muse lately sprang up in America, which is published in 1650. May be the earliest collection of poetry written in and about America, although it was published in England. Anne Bradstreet was born Anne Dudley in 1612 in Northamptonshire, England. Later, they immigrated to America. 10th Muse was the only collection of her poetry to appear during her lifetime. Her remarkable religious poems entitled Contemplations was not published until the middle of the 19th century. Once again, Anne Bradstreet was the first American poet to have published a collection of poetry in English. Blank verse refers to unrhymed iambic pentameter, iambic hexameter, non-alliterative verse, non-rhyming verse. Answer is unrhymed iambic pentameter. Blank verse consists of lines of iambic pentameter which are unrhymed, hence the term called blank. Few perfect works of blank verse examples are: John Milton used blank verse for his grand epic Paradise Lost, published in 1667. James Thomson for his philosophical work Seasons. William Wordsworth used his autobiographical work Prelude. Arthur Lord Tennyson for the narrative Idylls of the King. Robert Browning's The Ring and the Book. T.S. Eliot's Wasteland. Blank verse is a poetry written with regular metrical but unrhymed lines, almost always in iambic pentameter. As a radical thinker whose central notions were framed by the debates and issues that arose directly out of the French Revolution of 1789, Mary Wollstonecraft has not authored which one of the following? Vindication of the Rights of Men, Vindication of the Rights of Women, Reflections on the Revolution in France, Maria, The Wrongs of Women. Answer is Reflections on the Revolution in France. A Vindication of Rights of Men, A Vindication of Rights of Women with strictures on moral and political subjects, and The Wrongs of Women or Maria are the works of a British writer and an advocate of women's rights, Mary Wollstonecraft, wife of William Godwin. But Reflections on the Revolution in France is a political pamphlet written by the Irish statesman Edmund Burke in 1790. So, Reflections on the Revolution in France was written by Edmund Burke in 1790. Thank you and all the very best, my dear friends.